Something funny happened yesterday when I was in a music debate, which I always find myself in. There was some young guys in the room who were expressing how much they hated rappers from the 90s, yet they were born after the 90s. And once they started explaining how much they had hatred for people they didn't even know, music they never heard, I said, I find it very funny that this young generation wants the older generation and people who are not a part of their generation to understand them and their music. They want the older generation to respect their music, yet they don't respect nothing. I find that very funny, which is why I take the stance that I do. I let it be known. If you don't know hip hop, just say that. If everybody has a smartphone, information is at your fingertips. You have YouTube. There are some young people who go back and do research on music that was made before they were born. The people I'm talking about who I had a debate about, they only listen to music from their generation. I'm sorry. Hip hop started in the 70s. This year, hip hop turns 50 years old. They call it a young man's game, but the older people are still doing it better than the youth. Why would I say that? Because the youth ain't putting out classic records anymore. Nas was 19 when he dropped Illmatic. Classic. Snoop was 19 when he dropped Doggy Style. Classic. How many 19-year-olds today are dropping classic material? Not one. I keep telling people the best rappers are in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s. Why? Because they have the most skill, the most to say, and more likely to create classic material. And everybody whack is under the age of 30. Why? Because no one under the age of 30 has a classic anything. Album, song, mixtape, anything. Like I said, man, if you want people to respect your generation, you're going to have to give respect. You don't get respect because you got numbers. You don't get respect because of your popularity. You get respect because you give respect. Shout out to real hip hop. Real hip hop over bullshit.